Welcome. Let's go to the details now. The Ministry of Education says the contractor working on the abandoned project at the Nungwa Senior High School has been told to return to work. Deputy Minister in charge of pre-tertiary education, Dr. Yao Edichum, says funds have been released for the contractor to continue work immediately. The Deputy Minister was reacting to concerns about the possible closure of the school by a court due to unsanitary conditions there. Meanwhile, government is engaging the Lejokuku Municipal Assembly on the matter.
We met with the minister, met with the headmistress and the contractor and the GET fund. And what they've done at this point is that because there was a building, a contract that had been awarded for somebody to build. Somehow the person was not paid timely and he abandoned it. so he's going back to site, but they've solved the sanitation problem because I hear the water level the nature of the water level is that the septic tank, the water seeps into it, and then they have a problem where the thing is coming back, the feces are coming back. So it's terrible. So now they have taken away that problem, at least temporarily. They fixed that.
Are you aware though that the court is threatening to close the school down?
Of course, I'm aware.
And so what has been the level of engagement?
So the level of engagement is that we met with the headmaster. Okay. We have our team from a headmistress. Our team is now going to meet with the district assembly, the inspection, the sanitation, because the sanitation people who send the case to court.
Yes.
And I like it when third-party agents like the city comes in and do their work, because that's what they're supposed to do.
So the conversation with the headmistress.
Now at least the problem has been solved.
It hasn't been solved per se. No. I heard our reporter this morning, a few hours ago, say that the boys' dorm looks okay, but the girls' dorm was not.
Okay, so all that I'm saying is that the headmistress presented what they have done, and GS is going to the school. They are going to court, and they are talking to the sanitation, the inspector, to see what can be worked out. If the court approves that, they're going to be in school. If the court feels strongly that what has been done is not up to what they need to see, then of course they will take action. But at this point, the good news is that the contractor and GET Fund has gotten together. He is being paid an amount of money that will enable him to immediately go back to site and make sure he can proceed with construction to permanently solve the problem.
Hopefully so. Dr. Yao Edichum, they're speaking to me a while ago. So what is the situation really on the ground in Nungwa? My colleague Ernest Menu has been there. Let's raise him on the telephone line now. He's on his way back, actually. Hello, Ernest.
Hello, okay.
And tell us what you saw. We understand. I've just been speaking to the Deputy Minister. He tells us that the contractor has been paid and has been asked to go back to work to finish that project. So tell us what you saw and what the conclusion was as of the time you were leaving the school.
Yeah, so as of the time I was leaving, I can confirm that construction work has started with the World Bank toilet facility that was on hold. Contractors are back on site to finish the project. I saw some materials brought in, iron rods, some cement and what have you, to finish the project in good time.
Great.
So yes, there have been a number of interventions. That aside, all students have donated some amount of money to connect a well and some pipe to the major school block, which is an 18-unit classroom block that has a 29 toilet seater facility. The problem was that even though the toilets were fitted, it was under lock and key because of water, issues, and so they are connecting pipes so that they can have water run through the pipes and have the facility open and used by the students. And so that is also another intervention. But very early this morning, the MP for the area, Elizabeth Afole Kwe, is also the Minister for Fisheries, donated some 5 mobile toilets to the school. 3 were moved to the girls' dormitory where the situation is really bad, and then 2 others were sent to the boys' dormitory.
Ernest, we won't keep you so long as you're on your way here. Ernest Menu has been to the Nungwa Secondary School, Nungwa Senior High School, from where he's reporting that the issue seems to be, it's been dealt with. As you heard the minister, the contractor has been ordered to continue work, and that's a good thing, obviously, and our reporter has confirmed that as well. Away from that, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly says it will deal ruthlessly with persons who are found loitering and hawking at the underpass of the Kwame Nkrumah Circle interchange. Despite various measures put in place to deter hawkers from invading the newly constructed interchange, the AMA still has a greater task of continually driving away hawkers who not only litter but put their lives at risk. Ifwa Evans Chinwe visited the Kwame Nkrumah interchange and has filed this report.
This is the underpass of the Kwame Nkrumah Circle interchange, one of the busiest places here in Ghana. The new addition to this structure are these fine pointer stones placed here to deter hawking, loitering, people sitting, standing, lying around. But people have defied this deterrence and are seen loitering, hawking and lying around in the full glare of authorities. Now, I'd want to find out how comfortable or uncomfortable it is to sit on such pointed stones. It's not the least comfortable.
Yeah, glass na but glass na
These stones were placed here to prevent people from hawking and loitering around. But unfortunately, this deterrence has been defied and people are doing as they please.
But
time they do this thing here with the green grass, around this time if you come here, you see people lying on it, parking cars, motor, this kind of Okada people, plenty. So as they did here, in fact, we are all happy.
But what they have done and where they have planted the stones that people have been setting seeds into it, it's not good. They planted green grass and they were working on it and they have stacked it so that people cannot do what? Walk into it. But yet still, pedestrians don't have space. And they have planted these stones over here to help us so that that place will not spoil. But yet still, they have been trying to get space into it. We are telling the whole public, let's come to our own aid so that we'll help our own self to develop our country.
No more grass like fine, but you know,
I'm happy the stones were placed here, but my question is, will we ever change? This is sad.
It's like grass and the
Jumia has been selling wache at the underpass of this interchange for years. She believes the only solution to this problem is for contractors to place stones on all the pavements.
I think these stones must be placed on all the pavements to prevent loitering and hawking. This is indeed an eyesore.
But to me, I mean, who difference, because pavement.
The Accra Metropolitan Assembly, however, says it is unacceptable to say they have failed in ensuring cleanliness prevails in the capital. They claim they are still doing their best in ensuring that they achieve the best results when it comes to sanitation.
The grass were being replaced by the stones. There are a lot of reasons. That's why the contractors came in again to replace the grass with the stones. You can see they need to get sunshade before the grass can grow. And you see under the overpass, there's no sun there. So when they plant it, can never grow. And then secondly, people use the place as a pedestrian walk. That is why people litter, you see somebody just to go and stand there and then urinate. At first, this is where the people pass. A whole lot of the pedestrians, those who cross the street, this is where they normally pass. But as you can see, yes, we have these dragger dates. For them, they don't care for anything. That's why the AMA, the Rapid Response Unit, right now we want to enforce it. You can see our boys are on the field trying to control. It will take a time. They did it, it's not quite long. It's almost a week now that they did it. So we are now going to enforce the law to teach them what to do. As you can see, we have deployed our women there right now to go and sweep. Every day in the morning, we deploy our women, rapid response women, to go there and then sweep. And our boys will be there to make sure we enforce the law. Whoever litters the place. The sub-metro, for instance, yesterday they went around, picked some of the junkies, and then those who litter, Monday they are going to court.
So until the AMA comes up with harsher measures to keep people from the underpass of this interchange, we'll continue to see such indiscipline displayed by people who think they have the right to do as they please without any intrusion. Ifwa Evans Chinwi for Joy News.
And away from that, President Akufo-Addo and his government are hoping to ride on the back of their flagship Planting for Food and Jobs program to transform the economy. The program has also been planned to cut the country's over-reliance on food imports and consequently become a major exporter for food items to the rest of the world. This should provide thousands of jobs, if not millions. But beyond cultivation of the food crops, how will the private sector fit into the value chain to ensure the products are properly harvested, stored, transported and marketed for the best outcomes? I'll be having a quick conversation right after this break. Please stay with us.